I have an ability to create a community that supports them, that fills in the gap for, their need to feel that their voices are being heard, that they're being supported, that there's resources and support for them. And if I can do it, you can do it. I have an unbelievable story of tragedy to triumph. By the time I was 15, there was a lot going on in my life, and I left home. And really, by the time 18 rolled around, I was a senior of high school, and it was April of my senior year, and when the superintendent told me that I wasn't going to graduate, I pretty much had lost the very last strand of all hope that I was holding on to. From 15 to 18, living on the streets and moving in and out of, wherever I could live. Basically, at that point, I worked 2 jobs. I was doing whatever I could to stay in school. I had been raped multiple times. I had guns held at my head. I did whatever I could to try to stay in school, but on the same time, just coping with so much trauma and so much loss and innocence stolen from me. I wanted to just not be a part of this life anymore. I just didn't know how to do it. And the only way that I really managed that was just drugs and alcohol. I lived a extremely dangerous life. June of that very same year, when I should have been graduating, I was actually pronounced dead at the scene of a car accident. I tell people this story and they're like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I'm like, you know what? I'm thankful. Because through that experience, my lack of forgiveness, the identity that the world gave me destroyed me. So that was a resurrection, a new resurrection. And it was just step by step by step, where am I supposed to be? And it ended really right 5 years ago with the beginning of Focus, and that was working with youth and addiction prevention. So Focus for community unity and support, the objective of our organization is to create community level change. So the goal would be to create a drug-free community where, by utilizing the 12 sectors of our community, and those range from education, media, government, law enforcement, parents, youth, health-serving organizations, addiction prevention organizations, by all of us working together, we're more or less standing in the gap for youth, meet them where they're at, to be able to give them an opportunity to be able to live a life that has healthy coping mechanisms, where they have opportunities to find who they are and to be able to be the next leaders and ultimately, entrepreneurs and whoever it is that they are meant to be in this world. I think being in this position is a huge opportunity for me to be able to help teens. So, working with 2 school districts, Depew and Lancaster Central School Districts, I have the opportunity to obviously engage with these kids. I do outreach events. We work with them all the time. So aside from that, I have an ability to create a community that supports them, that fills in the gap for, their need to feel that their voices are being heard, that they're being supported, that there's resources and support for them. And then, just telling my story. I go into Depew High School and I get the pleasure and the honor of telling the students my story, and I tell them, this is the fight of your life. I had to fight, from really 14 to 24 years old, a decade of darkness, to go from the darkness to find the light. I explained to them that this is where I'm at now, and if I can do it, you can do it. Whatever is happening and whatever's going on in your life, it's a moment in time, and it does not define who you are. So if I can provide any type of hope, any type of inspiration to these youth to just not give up and persevere, that is 1000% my objective.